Hey, welcome back to Apollo Justice. We are at the final trial of the third case.
Third? We're this already the third case?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this is the end of the third case, yeah.
Oh, this is the second one.
No, the second one was Turnabout Corner. It was walkie-talkie.
What was the first one?
The first one was Christoph Gavin being guilty.
Oh, that's right.
And Phoenix was
third
the defendant.
Shit. Yeah. Alright. Well, this is it.
Today's the day it all goes down. And then there was yesterday.
This meeting is over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait! I never liked you. Either you.
Huh? What a prick.
Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Maki had to say. And I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. Ah. What was that? He is heard but unseen.
Who's that talking?
Valent Grammy! I exclaimed as he walked in through the door, normally.
You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle Valant?
A preposterous proposition. How could I stand upon the stand? Why, my secrets would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. That is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day.
Ooh, with vanishing magic?
Indeed! I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning.
Warning? What?
A grand Grammarly glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth. Glamour? A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Trucy, though it pains me to point so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell!
And there he goes. He sure seemed
happy about that illusion.
I read your mind, Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually, it involves cutting up things, like people or elephants, or the Eiffel Tower. Anything, really.
I was talking about what we saw at the concert.
L'Enroir's disappearing act.
And Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar.
I wonder what he meant by it being at the root of all that has happened.
Well, it's about time. Shall we go? Excuse me, sir.
Fuck.
Yes? The scheduled study, I'm British now, for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. Huh? Did something happen? This is the first. It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business. Great. I bet he stayed up too late last night watching courtroom dramas.
And fucking Winston Payne.
Yeah. Apparently he's visiting the hospital again. The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently his condition worsened considerably this morning. Chief Justice's son?
Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he had to go to visit him after the trial.
There's an article about it in the newspaper. If you care to read about it yourself. Newspaper article about the Chief Justice's son who is inflicted with incuritis. Incuritis? Where have I heard that before?
I'll let you read that article for us, Apollo. Just leave the TV guide page to me.
I'd have to lose the page with the funnies if you can.
July 10, 10:30 a.m. District Courtroom number 3. My apologies for the delay.
I was getting some whack head from Winston Payne.
Court is now in session for the trial of sperm. How do you say his name again?
Nakitanaye, suspect Futimiso.
Right! It's his trial in any case.
The defense is prepared, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready to rock. Is something wrong, Your Honor?
No, well, yes. It's just I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It pains me to see him going through such difficult time. Enteritis, was it? That article said there is no known cure.
Judge, let me say, with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears.
I felt pain quite a bit last night.
Now is the time for law.
Indeed, Jude Law. We cosplayed. We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. I asked Interpol about that number. IPX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescend. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
Hold it! There we go. Wait, that voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him?
That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshot fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
No way.
Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought that Darian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect?
I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings.
Darian Crescend is a member of my band, the Cavaliers. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. And your reason is? Weren't you aware, Fred? He has an impeccable alibi.
An alibi?
Let us review the facts again, shall we? The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Cavaliers ripped up the stage during the first set. But the second set, our guests took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamio, and Maki, along with the drummer and bassist, for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the 3rd set. Lamio and the defendant, Maki Tobaye, had left the stage at that point, and the Cavaliers were already rocking. This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you.
And Apollo. You heard them too, right?
I sure did. Furthermore, Lamio herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime, when she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescend talking.
But that's impossible! Detective Crescend was...
Precisely. Detective Crescend was on stage getting his groove on, no less. Voila. A perfect alibi.
Him! Does the defense have anything to add to this?
It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage, which means I want some water. Ugh. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up.
It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Darian Crescend's alibi has been acknowledged.
Which means that Lamio was sadly mistaken. The testimony cannot be true.
Very well. Of course, if we disregard her testimony, then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections... Uh-oh, Apollo. If he declares a verdict now...
But Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight! Lamio might have been lying to protect Maki. How can I rely on the testimony? Wait. What about yesterday in the detention center? Oh, about the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? He's so bad.
This meeting's over. Darian?
Maki was trying to tell us... I had an accent. Maki was trying to tell us something, I know it! Maybe the best thing to do is ask him, under oath.
Very well. The court finds the defendant. What was his name again?
Your Honor!
No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice.
Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. Exactly who else do you need to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. You don't mean... I do. The defense calls defendant Maki Tobaye to the stand.
What? But he doesn't speak English.
We'll use an interpreter. Interpreter. I'm afraid you have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases such as, I love you, and where is the toilet? The defense would like to request Lamihua as the interpreter.
Lamihua? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant.
But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie?
This is most unusual.
I know it, Fred. And Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lamihua lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that.
Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal.
Finally, some progress.
Bailiff, please show the defendant Lamihua to the witness stand.
I suppose there is a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name to begin with. If you would, Lamihua. Yes. He says Maki Tobaye, the defendant.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we really needed any interpretation of that message in particular.
Oh, God. So far, so good. Maybe you're the one giving it.
Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would.
If I would, what, Your Honor?
Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about?
What do I want him to testify about? I haven't thought that far yet.
Paulo, aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday?
How can I, if I don't know what he was saying? Excuse me a moment, if I may speak.
Yes, Lamihua.
Just now, Maki said that there was something about which he wishes to testify. Maki wants to testify about something? What could it be?
What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please. The suspense is killing me! What? 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 Fabio.
Well, Lamihua?
According to Nagi, he has proof of his innocence.
What?
This is a surprise.
Yahoo! Victory, Apollo, we did it.
This is sounding too good to believe, and I know what that usually means.
Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony. Maki, please testify to the court.
Very well. He says that word of Miss Matus's death came as a great shock, but if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, he could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
I see. Unlike him, he wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wondered what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask Lamihua to know the meaning of that song. Lamihua! Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him? I did tell him genuinely what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. As my oft-repeated warning already fled that forehead, Lamihua might be protecting the witness.
Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony. I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday. It'll work today.
Right then, right now.
Alright, what statement am I perceiving? So, just tell me what statement seems the most suspicious. What would, like,
Okay.
Maki perhaps lie about?
The English part.
So
Not knowing the meaning.
Okay,
He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing as well.
God, Darren!
Would it be difficult for him to perform without knowing the meaning of the lyrics? What the fuck? He only plays the piano, you fucking dumbass. It's not what the song is about. It's mood, shall we say. That's enough to be played by. I told him it was a song about a guitar in love. It's not actually the guitar that's in love, strictly speaking. Well, perhaps I misunderstood. No, not really. Yours is also a valid interpretation. Okay? No, it is my fault. I am too used to singing in Bulgarian. It's almost easier than trying to understand these English lyrics.
Yay. I knew he was innocent!
I believe he is too, Trissy. I do.
What's wrong, Apollo? You got a tummy ache or something?
Something's hidden in that testimony. If it's the truth, I'll find it! Alright, Darren, actually fucking choose the right thing. Fucking idiot. There we go. Alright, so like look at the English.
There. That little eye turn.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Zoom doom doom.
Maki. You can't fool my eyes. You glanced toward her at the very moment Lamio said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that, he understands me! Maki, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course he can't. Bobby Shaw Papa. Must he continue the charade? Mr. Justice, Maki says this. I know the word English. Huh? Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for the language, that is all. What? Give me a break! Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance? Well, yeah, but, I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language. Well, then explain this! How does he know the crime followed the lyrics? Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? It is simple, so simple it hardly requires an explanation. We read about it in the newspaper. The newspaper? The Bulgarian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know. They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland. I was right. What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden. Maki is lying. Maybe it's time to show him proof that he's lying!
That he's lying about not knowing the words? About not knowing English?
Yeah.
Go to that poster.
This poster?
Yeah. Lamiwa sightseeing music.
Yeah.
Well, wait. We know that he knows English because he... Well, no, I guess we don't. Okay, proof that he knows English.
Yeah.
Well, she's... Okay, so this probably has something to do with the fact that Lamar was blind. So he would have to be able to, like, interpret, like, writing to her, right? If she's blind?
You're overthinking it. What did he just say? Like, how did he know the lyrics to the song?
Oh, because Lamar told him.
No. Lamar said, I told him, like, the basic idea, but I did not give him, like, all the lyrics. I did not, like, give him, like, the full breakdown. I just told him what the song was about.
Right.
So what did Maki say? He learned the lyrics from.
Oh. Oh, what did he say?
Oh my...
What the fuck did he say?
Mac.
The newspaper?
I know the word English.
Yeah.
Alright. How come how does he know the crime followed the lyrics? He said he read about it in the newspaper.
Oh, yeah, the newspaper. Yeah, he can't read it. He's supposed to be blind. Yeah, right, yeah. So that. Because he's not supposed to be able to read.
Maki can see. That was the plot line of the last trial, is that Maki could see and Lamio cannot.
Oh, and this is in Borginian.
Yes.
But it was translated in this Borginian. Well, no, that doesn't prove that he knows.
Where does it say it was translated?
What do you mean?
Where does it say that this article was translated into English?
It doesn't.
This article is not in English.
No, it's not in English.
So?
It's in his native language.
Yeah.
Which means he would be able to read it. Translated. He'd be able to read a translation of it. Because it was in this, correct? It doesn't mention the lyrics of Alarm Roll's Ballad.
It says it right there that it does not say the lyrics. I'm
So
like,
it's
what
not
the fuck
even
are you
in it.
talking about?
It's not even in it.
I'm like, what are you talking about? It says it right in front of your face that it does not have the lyrics. I have a Bulgarian newspaper, the Bulgarian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Indeed, there was a future article about the case. Could you read this for me, Maki? That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics. What? What is this all about? I'm sorry, Maki. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Bulgarian newspaper!
Fuck no!
He said fuck.
What does this mean?
But I don't see how this is possible. I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing the questioning. Yes. Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself. So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less!
The witness will explain himself.
Like he says...
Yes?
It is true I read the newspaper, but this is not where I had learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. You remember? He
The
says he heard
21st night of September?
He says he heard of the lyrics from me. What?
Is this true, Lamiwa?
Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself. It looks like Ford's been jumping to conclusions again.
It seems so, yes.
No. No! It's onto something. I know it! I can't let this chance slip away!
Time is an issue today, Mr. Justice. Are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you gonna do, Apollo?
If I'm going to keep on cross-examining, I'd better have an angle of attack. Or else! My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor! Please allow me to continue!
If you must, you must. Very well. Witness.
I understand. Alright. It was I who explained that the crime followed the song. So what am I braceleting? What am I perceiving? He says that because the lyrics are in English, he's not following it, so then, yeah. So this is the new statement.
It was I who explained the crime followed the song.
Okay. It was I who explained that the crime followed the song. Alright, let me look at Lamio.
Yeah, we go. Yeah. No, wait. Oh, wait. No, that's just her talking. Do it again. I was like, oh, her mouth's moving. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Hello. Gotcha. It was I. No, it wasn't.
Lamio, I'm currently cross-examining Maki. Why should you be uncertain? Me? Uncertain? Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained. I see there was little point in trying to hide anything from you. Lamio, are you indeed protecting someone? That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself. Then allow me to answer for you. Lamio, you're protecting?
You're protecting Darian Maki.
There you go. The fuck are you talking about? Lamio, you are protecting Maki. That is why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way! Maki, I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you. But you've lied to us twice, and now you have Lamu are lying on your behalf. If this is going to work, you have to trust me too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. You understand English, you have to! You'll be voicing Maki.
What the fuck?
Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
I gotta think of the right voice here. Okay, I got it.
Once again, a Slavic accent.
Oh, Slavic?
Yeah.
Shit, I've never even done that.
Just do Russian, you know. Russian, Bulgarian, close enough.
Yes. A little only.
What?
First he could see, now he could talk. And you, not know about this, Lamio? No, I did not. It is quite a surprise.
How many secrets is this witness hiding?
Last. This is last.
Maki, could you tell us what really happened?
No shooting. I did no shooting.
So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those two gunshots, correct? Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either.
Yes, it is. Guitar case.
I was in dressing room. Behind desk. Manager. He on floor.
Which would be after the shooting, right?
Then there is voice.
Voice. Or voices. Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
When Maki went into the dressing room, Mr. Latus had already been shot. And then we came to the door.
Panel high up. I took off. Run away. Run away.
So it was you who escaped through that air vent. As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being on the scene. Might we take this as a confession? No! He's clearly denied that he did it!
I no shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor.
The victim had already been shot, you say? I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter.
Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness?
Is that it? Is there nothing else I could get him to testify about? Wait. No, of course there is.
What is this cocoon, anyway?
Yo.
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
A cure? Well, Maki, are you a smuggler?
Don't tell me. That cocoon has to have something to do with this. Maki, please, tell us the truth for your own sake!
No. No more speak. Not to any of you.
So much for your precious trust, there, forehead. Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him! Regardless, this brings us to an impasse.
It does seem that the defense and defendant are at odds. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I see no other course but to declare a 5-minute recess. The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed.
I'm gonna go to recess and
The next episode.
so thank you for watching this episode of Apollo. Just make sure you like, subscribe, cheers.
Every single day.
Bye-bye.